Hi everyone. Okay, another quick update on the Physic Vehicle project. Uh, I've got the multiplayer working completely. So as you can now see, I'm controlling another player, and that other player can get in the car and drive it. And the vehicle is replicated properly. I mean, location, rotation, the steering, the animations, everything. Other player can get out as well, or get in the surprise passenger seat. That's right. I've also implemented passenger seats, which are a separate class, a pawn class, in which you can add as much passengers as you like to your vehicle blueprint. You can place their cameras and meshes where you want, and etc. So yeah, I'll quickly get the other player to possess the car and go ahead and get in the passenger seat the same way as I would drive the vehicle. And so I am now in here, and I do not control the vehicle anymore. The only thing I can do is look around, basically. And so yeah, as the passenger is a pawn and is completely not depending on the vehicle class, you can implement anything you want in this passenger. Animation, weapons, stuff like that. And then you can use that class into any vehicles you like. And so, yeah, that brings new options. And of course, if you play in multiplayer, then you can give another player a lift somewhere. Alright, so as you can see, the other player just got out. And so, yeah, replication, passengers. And so the vehicles now have everything they need to work in a multiplayer game, whether it's a dedicated server or not. So, yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to do. I thought it would take much longer than this, and I'm super happy I did it today. Whew. So, and I'm also incredibly proud of the blueprint, how pretty it is. So I'm gonna show it. So yeah, basically what you need to do for now to get the vehicles to work in multiplayer is you have to add all these to your vehicle, and so the child of the master, the one you place on the map and drive, because that's where all the inputs are. And so that's where you need to send the inputs to the server, and from the server to all the other clients. And so I could technically do all that part here on the master, and you would still have to hook up the inputs as before and nothing else. And I'll do that later, so that it's easier to set up vehicles, since since that'll remove the need to copy and paste this section. But yeah, basically, each client execute the function on the server, and then if it needs to be sent to the other clients, then said server function is going to execute another function that is a multicast. And that's how you take input from a client, make sure the server see it, and send it to other clients. So everything blue is local only, so camera stuff, things that other clients don't see. Green is all the inputs that are network relevant. So anything affecting what other clients can see, so anything affecting the throttle, the brake, the steering, etc. And then these inputs are referring to functions in the red sections, which is a group of server functions and so on. Oh yeah, sorry about that. I used the term function. These are actually custom events, but whatever. So that's it. I'll keep working on making this stuff simpler to use, and then I'll post this on the forum. That's gonna be update 2.3, I think. And yeah, let me know what you think of the passenger seats and all that. Oh yeah, I guess I should show you that as well. So you can add a child blueprint, or a child actor, sorry, and select the passenger seat. Then you can locate it where you want. And you have offset and size for the box collision. You know, that box that is used to collide with line trace on the player to allow the player to know that a vehicle is in front of him. So that's what that box does, just like this one. And so the passenger seats have one as well that you can place where you want. And then said passenger seat have all the look around and exit vehicle stuff that the vehicle has, and also the player mesh, which is only visible when the spawn is possessed, which means when someone uses the passenger seat. And so yeah, camera, arrow component for the world transform of where we respawn the player when the player chooses to exit the vehicle, just like we do in the vehicle itself. So it's really just very similar to the vehicle blueprint itself, but smaller, much smaller, and it doesn't affect the vehicle itself. So yeah, and that's it. You can place as much of these as you want. You could even possibly do an array of these and allow the player to press a button and cycle through the seats. For example, if you wanted to add seats for which there won't be access from the outside, if I take for example the turret on the top of the Humvee, this would be a passenger seat that you cannot reach from the outside. And so in this particular situation, you could add an array of passenger child actor and have the player cycle through these and get rid of the box component. And so yeah, it's a new way to expand the vehicles for multiplayer use. And I think that's all I had to say in this video. So, you know, as usual, comments are really welcome, and I am still looking for someone to test the multiplayer over Steam. I realize I forgot to mention that in the previous video. The reason I need someone from Canada is because for the Steam, you need an app ID, which is only given to you once your game gets greenlit. In the meanwhile, if you want to work with Steam, you have to use a tester app ID, which filters out sessions from other countries. So that means I cannot test the game with someone who's outside of Canada, because whoever creates the session or hosts the game, the other one's not gonna see it, and we won't be able to play together because of that. So I still need someone from Canada to volunteer for that, because I really wanna know how much of a strain it'll put on the network to replicate all the super accurate physics stuff. And yeah, it's kind of important to know that, right? So yeah, please volunteer down in the comments if you're willing to do this and live in Canada. I promise it'll be super simple to do. I'll just send you a download link and all you're gonna have to do is open up the game on Steam and play. Alright, now it's through, I've said everything, so that's the end of that video. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.